All right.
Oh, the
So,
flight section of the game. Oh, go ahead,
which
continue. Go continue.
before I finish the story, I just want to make a comment on this. For a developer with the well, yeah, for a developer that has never touched into flight control games or anything like that, I felt they did a really good job with Halo Reach.
Yeah.
Like controlling that plane, felt really good, and it didn't feel like clunky or anything, at least to me.
You fly around like an idiot. Good job.
Wait, what did
Yeah.
that say?
Said
He
I
flies
flew
around.
Fly
around
around
like
like
an
an
idiot
idiot
for a few minutes.
for a few minutes because nothing happened. So I jump cut to where stuff happens.
Good
Uh,
man. Good
Watch him
man.
shoot.
It's
So
like-
okay, so the story. Where did I leave off?
you were explaining about Spartan 1s, Spartan 2s.
Okay, so I think it said Spartan ones were really just like the prototypes, the testers,
Yep.
to see like can we get this to work how we want it to work, and they found no. And Spartan 2s were the first success.
Yeah.
But there were, I think, only one who was in the Spartan 1 program who had a bit of the augmentations, not to the severity that they wanted, but enough to actually give them a bit of an advantage, and that was actually Sergeant Johnson.
Really?
So Sergeant
That
Johnson
is-
is actually a former Spartan 1, but that's all supposed to be classified information.
Interesting.
And it was to explain why he is resistant to the flood infection.
Yep.
Because all the Spartans, because of the engineering that was done on them, they're actually immune to becoming infected by the flood.
Well, isn't that convenient?
But that doesn't mean they can't die from them.
Yeah.
There you go, Johnson.
Interesting fact, there is a way in Halo 3 to get a glitch to happen where Johnson, in the point where a certain point when Johnson, he can get infected by a glitch, he'll even look at the player and say, ain't I supposed to be immune to this shit?
That's probably not really a glitch. It's probably an Easter egg that
It's the Easter egg, but it's not supposed to happen kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's something you have to actually go through a bit of a process to work.
Huh.
In the same way you can get the Scarab gun in Halo 2, it's something like that. There's like a thing you have to go do. But in Halo lore, to explain why he's immune to the blood infection, it was supposed to be like he actually has this disease that you get from being around plasma, such as the plasma weapons of the Covenant too much.
Huh.
And it's supposed to be, just because this disease, the Flood don't like you because then they don't, you're not good food to them. And Master Chief was actually sent on a covert mission to kill Johnson.
What?
What?
I forgot
What?
why. I think it had something to do because he was a former Spartan 1. They didn't want any of them to be alive because over the controversy over it all.
Lame.
So, but Master Chief, he is like a battle-hardened soldier. He'll follow the orders of his commander, and he was going to go through with it, and I forgot why, but of course, he didn't go through with it. He didn't kill Johnson. He had his chance, and he didn't do it.
So he's not a machine.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is humanity in this one.
Anyway, back to the level.
Well, I just wanted to explain. Well, what's
I,
going on?
I mean, like, I know, but I mean, like, I'm looking at this
I
video,
know,
I'm like,
what's new? We're just shooting stuff.
that is.
You're shooting.
Well,
a
you could say
phantom.
that about a lot of games nowadays.
You really
But
don't.
no.
Some indie developers even say those games are shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think all of them are shit. I just think that the idea is kind of tired out.
Whee!
Well,
I mean,
because
like-
it does feel like every developer, it's like, oh, I gotta make it an FPS in some way. And it's like,
Yeah, or else people
Yeah.
don't want it.
They want to compete with all these shooters.
I do think there's exceptions. Like, from what I'm seeing so far, by the time this video is released, Far Cry 3 looks, it's a shooter, but it looks like it's a lot more than that also.
Yeah, it's an RPG as well. Like, you
Yeah.
got stat points and whatnot.
And there's
But,
a way to kill enemies besides shooting them.
Yeah, you'd be an
It's like-
assassin.
The focus
That's
is
it,
also using the environmental.
You actually die?
Yeah, you can die, dude.
That's
No,
the
but
thing
you
that
actually did? I've never died here.
Well, that's because I
Oh,
freaking
this
crashed.
badass
I
over
flew
here.
into the thing. What do you think was gonna happen?
Why would you fly into it?
Because I was bored.
Good point.
This section
Spice
is
up the
boring.
level
I'm
of
not gonna lie. I mean, it's cool that you can fly around and stuff, but
Why
it
did
was
you fast
boring.
forward in editing?
Huh?
Why Why didn't you fast forward through it in editing?
Cause I don't know, like I wanted to show some of it. I guess I don't know.
This is all of it.
I mean,
Or are you gonna fly
it's
into the dock
a little
now?
long and tedious. I think to improve on this level, they could have done it more like Star Fox level when you actually kind of move around almost linear like. So you actually have more environments than just this little tiny area.
And you get
But
to do a barrel
it
roll.
still works, and it doesn't seem to be that long.
No. Well, there's another part after this cutscene with it.
Yeah.
But it's a different area.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
like-
in the grand scheme of things, compared to the whole game, it's not intrusive in any way. It's just the right amount.
And it's good. It breaks up the gameplay a little bit, so you're not stuck shooting people with guns the entire time. You get to fly around and shoot people with.
Look at
shit.
Georgie go.
He's flying.
Go, Georgie.
Oh,
Wait till it shows the grid. When it
Okay.
starts showing the grid, all right, you see the little blinking light on the grid?
Yeah.
That's it's following George. If you look closely, you just see this little tiny dot.
Oh yeah, it is. Crazy.
Go, Georgie, go.
That's so cool.
And I guess that was kind of to show you the scale of like how far of that jump he's making.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was.
And
Like,
then
I got distracted by the hurricane.
Where exactly is he going? Just to the other side of the space station ship?
Yeah,
thing?
because they're taking the hyperdrive from one of the ships, and they're gonna detonate it on the long night of Solace.
Aha.
And since it's not really being detonated, more so it's, oh, that's intrusive.
Uh-oh.
Ugh.
That's embarrassing.
Come on. There we go.
Since it's being set off without a direction, without a ship to guide it, without, programming or whatever, it's essentially just going to explode into a space wormhole thing and send that piece off into some random piece of space.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like, essentially just shoots it off into some random direction.
Well, that works.
But it doesn't take all
Which-
of it, all of the thing that it detonates around with it.
Yeah, it just goes over a certain amount. So it's
Yeah.
going to leave the ship in, like, 2 separate halves. Well, technically 3.
Technically.
So,
That is
hey,
Solace, I'm
maybe
guessing.
George is still alive.
Who knows?
Spoiler alert.
Even if he
know.
was still alive, he'd be like, gone. Oh, well, that's the end.